Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. And if you want to check the layouts out on Instagram, it's hashtag OTBWPP. And this is the layout I'm lifting today, and it's by Antonia Moreno, and it was for 49 and Market. So it's gorgeous layout, and I'm going to have photo in the center, flowers on each side, and a cluster up in the upper left. And I'm not sure what collection she used, but I'm going to be using Countryside. I'm also going to be using that Pink Fresh die, the Memory Box die, and some, photo slide die. I'm going to be using that. And you can see those photo slides in there, but they're a little bigger, and I was wanting a little bit smaller. No, I don't use a photo slide. I use a film strip. I don't even know what I'm talking about. This page here, the other side's got lots of yellows. Well, almost the whole thing's yellow. Yellow on yellow. And I like this side. I've got more than one sheet of it, so I will probably be using the other side at some time. But I wanted to add a little bit of color, so I used the Abandoned Coral ink to put on there and add some color. However, I'm going to have one spot where I wasn't intending. See, when I go to make the title, I'm going to add the other part right there, and I'm thinking that blotch right there, is that going to work or not? Well, I put a letter on it. No, it don't work, and I'm thinking, where am I going to put the rest of the title? And so I am going to put it on the photo. I went ahead and put those bees on there, and they're going to move all over the place because I can't make up my mind where to put them. But they weren't sticking very well to the wax paper. They didn't stick very well to the paper either. So I will have to add some adhesive to them to make sure they stick. I am going to use that fence, and then I am also going to end up on the other side using a milk can. There is a longer fence in the collection, and she used a longer fence and it went all the way across. But I wanted the milk can, so I just went ahead and used a smaller one. I thought at first about just using the red colored flowers. I picked out the smallest ones because that's why I wanted to use the Pink Fresh. I wanted small leaves, small flowers. And then I seen this smaller yellow flowers, and I cut it in half so I could use part of it on one side and part of it on the other. I am kind of layering it in with the greenery. There was greenery in the collection, but the leaves were bigger and they just didn't seem to go as well with these small flowers as the Pink Fresh die cut does. Of course, I could be a bit partial to that die. It's like one of my many favorites. I am going ahead and putting these flowers together, and then I'm going to remember over in the tray there's two branches with flowers on it, and they're really small compared to these. And I'm going to go ahead and add it. And at first I'll just kind of put it on top, but I'll think, nah, that don't look too good. So I will kind of tuck it under, but that'll be a little while. I'm talking ahead. I need to get back to where I'm at right now. Um, oh, I'm using some of this loose weave burlap, and I'm kind of tucking it down underneath all. Well, I'm going to end up putting it all the way across. I'm going to put a little bit, then I want a little bit more, then I want a little bit more. So yeah, it'll be all the way across by the time I get done. Oh, there's my milk can. Isn't it the cutest little thing you ever seen? That is just adorable. There's a water can too that I really like. It's a good thing I bought a couple extra of the laser cuts on here so I can use them on more than one layout. Um, I am going, instead of the leaves just kind of being everywhere over on the left hand side, I'm going to have them in the water can, milk can. But that was my first thought. I will add some more and it won't just be the milk can. I've got that little strip and it says, "Love this so much." And I had it planned to put on the top of this photo here. And then when I put the title there, that just was out of the question. And then I thought about putting it up on the film strip. But yeah, it's going to end up down there by the cute little donkey. And I haven't told you about the photos. This is Hope, and she's with the school, and they're on a field trip. And they went to look at animals. And this is the animal that they took Hope's picture with. And there's quite a few more. So I am going to put a goose on here because there are geese and ducks and, oh, I don't know what all, because I've seen lots of other kids' pictures. I took this off the Facebook group for the school. And I thought, well, at least it's a really, really cute little animal. I mean, he is the cutest little donkey. And there's like a white Shetland pony there because some of the kids had um, their picture taken with it, or it might be a small horse. I know they're supposed to be small horses too. Anyway, it's white with lots of mane. I mean, it's big old mane on it, but it's really cute too. But this is adorable. And so she's feeding it. They each got a little cup to feed the animals with, and she's feeding the little donkey. But yeah, they're really good at taking pictures of that school. It's just going through the thousands of photos to find the ones you want. It takes a while, but I'm glad they took two of her doing this. So I'd have two to scrap. And then I cut down another one, cropped it, that's a proper word. And so I went ahead and put that up there in the film strip. So I've got three photos, but the one does not have no people in it. Here I'm adding some more of that burlap. Yeah, it's going to end up all the way across. Like I said, the bees go everywhere and the burlap just keeps on going like a battery. What battery is the Energizer battery? Bunny. The Energizer bunny keeps on going. But you all know I like more. I Oh, and I had that round piece and it says homegrown on it. I hadn't planned to put it up there with the film strip, but you know how stuff just don't always work out the way you plan. Of course, I used the film strip. If I'd used the photo slide, it would have been a little bigger and it might have ended up there. But as it is, fresh from home, fresh from the farm is what ended up there instead. I Let's see. Oh, I'm still cutting down some greenery to get it to fit. And there's that cute little goose. And yeah, it's just adorable. There is a bunch of chickens in this collection, but only a few geese in there. I can't remember if there's any ducks or not. I know the geese and the chickens, but uh, I wanted to use the goose because I thought it was just too cute. And here, I think I'm adding the last of the burlap now. I think. I'm not sure. I think I am. But while I am doing that, I want to mention that down there below, you'll find the master link for everybody that has created layouts for this month-long collaboration. And they will be using pins off of Pinterest for their layouts. And well, it may or may not be a layout they're scrap lifting. It may be a sketch, it may be a mood board, but plenty of choices to create with. And of course, they may make a card or something too. But I, I plan on making layouts. I'm not sure if I'll be doing it all month long, every day or anything, but the days that I can, I'll be making layouts. I pulled out my black, I think it's jute. I think that's what it is. I think that's what that roll is. And I'm just kind of twirling it through different places. And I think that's the last thing I do with the layout. And I'll be done. But yeah, I wanted to add just a little more black, like there isn't enough black on this layout. But isn't that the prettiest paper? It was just hard to resist not using it. And I was thinking I could use it for a grunge layout. I mean, it might have some country sayings on there, but I think they look just fine for a grunge layout. We will see. Yep, that was the last thing I did. But yeah, there is so many on Pinterest to choose from, and I pinned a bunch. And so I've got plenty of choices to choose from. And you can look up there at the layout and see I did stick pretty close, kind of. I mean, I don't have flowers underneath the photos like she does, but I do have flowers on there on each side. And she has one photo where I have two. But isn't that the cutest little goose? I think he's adorable. But if you leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you liked the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so very, very much. And thank you all for watching my video today. I appreciate that too. But I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week. Have fun with that link down there. Find some inspiration and create. Bye.